Welcome, my Gemini collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross watchers. Welcome to your 5-card draw. What do I need read for this new moon in Pisces to full moon in Virgo, February into March 2023. I am your reader, Mark Angelo, Lyons, Mal for short. They're my initials. Professional witch, professional intuitive, president of Drawing the Circle Production since 1998. 25 years in service this May 1st. So excited that we made it this far. I am the author of Words of Grace from a Professional Witch. It is available on Kindle. There is a link in the description box that you can click and preview it for free if you would like. And while you're down there, I'm also on Patreon. You'll find the link, patreon.com/drawingthecircle. Best career move I ever made. A lovely members-only subscription platform that allows me as an artist, a mystical artist, a spiritual teacher, a professional intuitive, blah, 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 to do all sorts of cool stuff over there and get paid once a month by people who actually want what I am cooking up. We have 8 different levels of subscription at this time. Seekers, humans, heroes, angels, witches, immortals, mystics, gods, goddesses is one tier, and it's the top tier. They get everything, but all of my subscribers across the spectrum get the extended readings, the part 2s to the part 1s here on YouTube, as well as they get what we call a daily check-in, an unlisted YouTube live stream link where they can chat with me every morning talking about the day's astrological weather, the magical applications, the spiritual implications, always a little prayer, a little blessing, a little something to send us on our way. And it is my favorite way to start the day, even though that rhymes, because it does. I'm aware it rhymes, but you know, mnemonic devices are helpful in my line of work, I suppose, but I still mean it. And we're doing a lot of cool stuff over there. We're doing exclusive workshops and hanging out. We're doing hangouts and check-ins and all kind of sort of. So if you are looking for a deeper dive, more magic, more miracles, more mysticism, more Mal, come Patreon on Patreon. I'm a lot of fun. Lovely. We keep getting these subscribers. It's the coolest thing. Because I'm the Archangel of Lyons, Mark Angelo Lyons, but screw it. Just call me Mal. Hi. Let's get down to business. My last read of the day. Well, and then we see what the gods have in store for me afterwards. Hopefully just laundry, but let's see what how it goes down. But if you're new to my channel, if you're new to my work, a 5-card draw is just one card from 5 different decks, giving you clues, tips, and hints about really anything. But in this case, a waxing moon, 14-day, essentially 2-week period of half a full moon cycle, right? So waxing new to full. These 5 decks also represent, in this particular reading, the 5 magical elements: fire, earth, air, water, and spirit, to help you align, clarify, refine your intentional work, your spell work, your law of attraction practice in the vortex, whatever it is you're doing, to plant a seed and watch it grow, help it grow over a 2-week period. Our first card down, the element of fire, represents your heart's desire. And our heart's desires were written into these lives before we incarnated. Sort of a great way to make sure somebody grows. Give them a heart's desire and a hero's journey through which to fulfill it. So that when we return back from whence we come, we can go, oh, that was good, or oh, damn, right? And come back and do it again. So why delay what cannot be prevented, though? That's what we do until we don't. That's what these readings are for. So that being said, let's look at this 2-week period. Now, your Gemini, mutable air. We're looking at a lot of mutable signs here, Pisces and Virgo, that are squares. Here's 90-degree angles to whatever you have in Gemini. So the new moon in Gemini and new moon in Pisces, Monday, February 20th. That makes it a new moon on Mondays, and the fires will hopefully dance through the night. At 2:06 a.m. though, so I want to know how much fire's in whatever. It was 2:06 a.m. That's a bit much for my neighborhood, I'm going to say. But think about that, a Monday, to wake up in that energy on I know, Mondays, but a Pisces moon, great day to cast, like, kind of a fantastic fantasy, like, oh, my dream, right? That Pisces, that emotional seed to plant your intention, whatever it is, on a Monday, and then help it grow to the full moon in Virgo, its opposite sign, Tuesday, March 7th, 7:40 a.m. And Virgo's all about health and occupation, but it ain't all about work, career, vocation. which also rhymes, I'm realizing. And in between that, we have some interesting things going on in case you have planets or squares or whatever with any of these. On the 20th, the same day of the new moon, Mercury goes into Aries. So any planets in Aries, heads up, and rules the head. March 2nd, Mercury enters Pisces. Now, I mention that again because if you're a Gemini, that's going to be a square, and Gemini is your ruling planet. And then on the 7th, yes, March 7th, again, we have a thing here in Pisces. Saturn goes into Pisces, and that's a slow mover. So that, again, a square at some point to your Gemini, whatever. So call your astrologer. I'm not an astrologer. I'm a tarotologist who, is like a visiting dignitary to Astroland. I speak the language, but it's not my first. So, look, it's a general read. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't, and check your other signs. Like if you see repetition of things in the titles and you happen to have a planet, or if you are a cross-watcher, know that, even for the cross-watchers, you'll get some insight and empathy for the one you're cross-watching for. But if you apply this energy to your own energy field, your own practice, whatever, you're going to be manifesting something, and you're going to be helping, in this case, the Gemini Collective do the same across the board. Because there's only one of us here incarnate, in truth and unity. But boy, it don't feel that way. So both feet on the floor if you can. Focus on your breath if you will. And I will do the very best that I can to get you the clarity, guidance, and grace, essentially to help you manifest your heart's desire. Because that's what apparently I do for people, and make it my own along the way. That was nice. Please take a nice deep breath. The shift from explanation to divination happens in the still point. Still point. And here we go. Using the magical spell cards by Lucy Cavendish for the element of fire, I call upon the ancestors of magic, miracles, and mysticism for the Gemini Collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross-watchers watching this video and receiving this reading. What is the spell fragment for their element of fire? What they yearn for, what they burn for, what their heart's desire, or perhaps what is required in their element of fire to manifest, bring into form, fulfill what they yearn for, what they burn for, what their hearts desire. This beautiful, beautiful Pisces, Virgo, justice. Justice. By the power of 3 by 3, Ma'at, deliver justice to me. Hold the phone. Ma'at is the Egyptian goddess. Yes, of justice, sure. She covers a bit more than that. She weighs your heart after you croak. And kind of depends what happens next, and depending upon the interpretation of the text, if your heart is heavier than an ostrich feather, I believe ostrich feather is just one translation from the Egyptian Book of the Dead, whatever. I'm not a scholar like that. Ow, right? But if it's heavier than that, some say you have to reincarnate. The others, your soul gets eaten by a demon. Whoopsie. So, and if it's lighter than or equal to, you get to move on to the next world, or I don't know, so Ma'at, just be careful. By the power of 3 by 3, Ma'at, deliver justice to me. Now, I don't see why you couldn't change the name of Ma'at. If you're not comfortable with working the Egyptian pantheon, I am. We're all friends. We're all family. But I've been doing this for decades, so we're cool. I have my in with Bastet. She can go anywhere with Bastet, cats. Anyway, so justice, balancing the scales. What is this for? So I can see somebody having a heart's desire for justice, but it's still very general. Justice in what? In a relationship, in money, in legal issues, social justice, right? All of that's on the table on planet Earth, and really kind of always has been. But now we have the opportunity. Knowing the ancient mystic secrets that you had to shave your head and go live in a monastery to learn, and elsewhere, mystery schools and whatnot, right? Geminis, gatherers of information. We know better now. Let's be better now. So let's ground this with the crystal oracle for the element of earth, the fuel to feed the fire. If you have the stone indicated, it's great to carry it just to remind you you've got a process. But you can also make an amulet, a talisman, a memory stone, a touchstone, you know, whatever. If you have the stone indicated, even if you don't, clear quartz does everything. A piece of jewelry, a rock from outside, whatever. A favorite t-shirt. Well, you might not want to wear that every day for 2 weeks. You know what I'm saying. But something physical from the element of earth, if you're doing the spell work that way. Regardless, the oracle message is the dominant. Please take a nice deep breath. Still point. As I call upon my beloved Archangel Ariel, one of the archangels of the North Powers of Earth, hence the crystal oracle, please, Archangel of Lyons, Archangel of Wealth, Archangel of Nature, companion of Uriel, the overseer of Charteris, the angel of redemption, please, with justice here on the table, one card in clarity, representing the element of earth, the fuel to feed the fire to ground and manifest the heart's desire that is or requires justice, this beautiful Pisces to Virgo Ruby. Now, if you happen to have one, rock out. Literally. Rock on, rock out, rock on, get your rocks, whatever. Ruby, this is very much a heart stone. And, you know, rose quartz is fine. You know, if it's a little bit more of the romantic, maybe lean towards some carnelian, I don't know, emerald. Yeah, like that's cheap. Although you can get you can get like raw, and usually it's not that much. But usually you don't have one laying around, and unless of course you do. You have it like that. I don't think I have any rubies in the house. I'm more of an emerald kind of boy. Do you know what I mean? Oh, ruby. Don't take your love to town. I hope if you know what I'm talking about. Generation X. Ruby. Passion. Love. Precious memories. Precious moments. Ooh, your passion for someone you love is being rekindled, and you will soon find yourself glowing with a newfound sense of joy and wonder for life. Have fun with that. Your passion for someone you love. You know, this is feeling romantic, I think. As you find yourself reflecting on all the blessings and precious memories derived from this beautiful relationship, you realize that the bad times are easily forgotten, yet precious memories of love live forever. Because love is the only thing that's real. Good old Course in Miracles, man, right in the introduction. What is it? The opposite of love is fear, but that which is all-encompassing can have no opposite. Good old Course in Miracles. That's in the first page of the introduction. Love is an ocean, and life is a highway. I'm going to write it all night long. Love is an ocean which forever ebbs and flows, at times a raging sea, at times tranquil and calm. Okay. Sounds like this is about justice in a passionate relationship. Ooh. Someone call TMZ. Something's going on. All right. Well, there's a new deck this time around. We released Doreen Valiente's Healing with the Angels Oracle, and replaced it with the Archangel Fire Oracle by Alexandra Wenman, Finhorn Press, Finhorn in Scotland. I'm telling you, I hope so, I say it every time, I hope somebody like actually Googles Findhorn in Scotland, and you'll see what's going on there in Findhorn, and I've never been in this life. But I would love to go, if they're still doing what I know they did. Roses in the snow, cabbages in the sand. I think I got that right, whatever. So, gonna do this as a bookie book read. But, you know, the archangels, you have to call upon them. They don't knock on your door. You all right? You know, they're well aware what you're going through. But you gotta ask. That's the gig. Please take a nice deep breath. For your element, the element of air, you know, angels and wings and whatnot. Still point. As I call upon the pantheons of archangels, for the Gemini collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross-watchers watching this video, receiving this reading, who is assigned to them, who is overwatching, who is waiting in the wings with their wings, and lots of them. Archangels got lots and lots and lots of wings. A little terrifying, actually, on first sight, till you get to know them. Really lovely otherwise. Who's waiting in the wings with the wings, ready to swoop in and help them with the element of air to stoke that fire and manifest their heart's desire that is, even of itself, or doth require justice in a passionate, precious moment, memory kind of deal here with some love that perhaps things did not go well, particularly with the justice cards going on there. So what's the element of air? Who's the archangel? This beautiful, nudiful Pisces to Virgo, the Metatron. The Metatron. Sorry, it only says it once, but well, no one expects the Metatron. The voice for God, if you read or watched Good Omens. I love Terry Pratchett. I'll always and forever have him in my heart. Goddess bless his soul. Metatron is a big deal. I think somehow this is about the Ascended Masters and stuff. We might be straying into tinfoil hat woo-woo land for a lot of my regulars, but oh honey, I survived the New Age 90s. Oh, wait till I write the autobiography of my career. I'm naming names. Just waiting for some people to cross over first. That's terrible. Oh, ancient wisdom, Metatron. Now look, wisdom, element of air. So let's get up in this. I'm not going to read all of it. There's a lot of it, but it's very well written. So card number 31, Metatron, ancient wisdom is your key word. One of the only two angels who is said to have walked the earth as a human being, the other being Sandalphon, Metatron's earthly name was Enoch. Oh, the keys of Enoch, J.J. Hurtak. Sandalphon, yeah, good luck with that one, Gemini. That's a chew-on book. Yeah, that's not a cover-to-cover. Keys of Enoch, yeah, J.J. Hurtak, H-U-R-T-A-K, trust me. It'll blow your frickin' mind. He is known as God's voice, and as the divine mediator with humanity. He sits at the very top of the tree of life in the Kabbalistic tradition. We just went Kabbalistic. Okay, I'm going to keep going with this a little bit. He helps us to connect with ancient wisdom so we can tap into our true genius. Well, there's a Gemini trait. If you ask him, he will activate your DNA, crown, and upper chakras. Well, that's nice. It's nice that you get to ask. When you are ready, he will illuminate your soul's mission so you may step on the ascension path and become the best version of yourself. Well, that's the golden timeline. That's what we're shooting for. That's what the alchemy is for in the spiritual awakening. The full integration of the higher self into physical form. Like Russian doll. Natasha Lyons. The message: you are crowned with the light of source because you are the divine incarnate. Don't go to your head. So is everybody, even puppies and kittens and all, everything. Walk upon the earth as an angel, and life shall conspire to lift you up. Wisdom is available to those who truly follow the integrity of their heart. Look, you don't want to screw around with Metatron. You just don't. I mean, not like he's gonna like give you a wedgie or anything, you know, but it's the voice of God, the voice for God, God's spokesman, if you will, and walked the planet. And just seriously, you Google the word Metatron, you're gonna get a lot, Gemini. So, you know, what's this about? What is this about with this passion, this ruby here, and justice? Well, it's one thing if you didn't know better at the time. Whatever side of this you were on in this passionate, precious memories thing. I mean, I guess this could be family as well. You know, passionate feeling for, well, passion is also anger and rage. So, you know, feel it out. It's a general read. So let's go to the element of water with the Whispers of Love Oracle by Angela Hartfield. I love this deck. I've also got her Whispers of Lord Ganesh. It's good for the 8 card draws, removing obstacles, doing alchemy. But for this, it's our element of water. The love is divine power, is the sacred truth of the heart chakra, whether or not your heart's in it or not. And honestly, with Ruby on the table, let's see what the higher selves of all involved have to say. Apparently, not just you. Maybe your twin as well. Let's see if we can get you both on the same page. Please take a nice deep breath. Salty. Still point. Okay, here we go. I call upon the higher selves of all involved. 5th dimension and above, 8th chakra and above. What is the whisper of love? The piece of information, inspiration, insight to the element of water. For the Gemini collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross watchers watching this video, receiving this reading, the water to put the energy in motion, the love that is divine power, to manifest their element of fire that is or doth require justice, to manifest their heart's desire with that ruby, emotional memories, precious memories, passion, love, and all that jazz with Metatron, ancient wisdom. What's going on here? What's the whisper of love? This beautiful, beautiful. Consider your foundation. You're being asked to look at how committed you are to love. How committed are you to love? I'm intensely committed to love. But true love, love of the divine, truth and love fused together. I've had enough false love, thanks for this life. And plus there is that love, that frequency-specific flavor of love that only I can give myself. Work, right? Talk about ancient wisdom. Love is the law, right? I mean, you will find ancient, mystical, as well as contemporary, as love is the answer. But what's the question? The question is, what would love do? What would love do? What would love do? So to consider your foundations, commitment is an act of will, and it's an act of choice in that, and sometimes it's a life-changing decision. There's ancient wisdom in play. Look, if you call on Metatron, I have a feeling it'll work out. You're an air sign. This is in the air element here. Make a prayer. Say, I don't know how to do this. I don't even know what the ancient laws are anymore. I barely know with what's going on moment to moment in this world, right? There's a lot going on planet Earth. Call to him. He's a great grandpa. I mean, I don't know, he's not my great grandpa, but I mean, like, he's a great kind of grandpa image. At least that's how I met him. Sort of sounds that way in Good Omens on Amazon Prime, just saying. Except British. Of course, they're all British. Why wouldn't they be? Okay, the last card down, our card of spirit, we have the Healing Mantra deck by Matt Kahn, as always. Ever since I got the deck, he's been every single reading I've done on YouTube, I'm pretty sure. So, this is the card of spirit to charge it. So yeah, go out and get a ruby if you don't happen to have laying around. Really, anything will work. Right? Cast the spell for justice, calling in Metatron, but just, don't stumble into the circle of candles. And with the intention to help me, I need to consider my foundations. How can you show me? Because what do you, if things are not in balance, how do you make that commitment? Yeah? Right? Something like that. All right, let's see what the mantra is. And then, you charge it once a day with the rupee. Please take a nice deep breath. You come for the divination. You return for the sense of humor and the goofy that is in my sacred contract. Please take a nice deep breath. Still point. I call upon the Ascended Masters of Soul Contracts, because I'm not still completely convinced that this is 100% romantic based for every Gemini collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign, and cross watcher watching this video and receiving this reading, because, love and justice is not exactly a new theme on planet Earth. And considering our foundations, what we're willing to invest and commit, to love of ourselves, of whatever. But with Archangel Metatron, really, just Metatron is fine. Very, very powerful being, and we've met. I mean, a little intimidating. But that ancient wisdom available to a Gemini, that says a lot. Maybe could be guided through some of that ancient Kabbalistic, mystical, paleo, whatever. Take them on that kind of journey. All right, here we go. What is the perfect healing mantra? The element of spirit to charge their element of fire, what they yearn for, what they burn for, what their hearts desire, that either is or doth require. Just as in this precious memory, passionate love situation going on here with Metatron's ancient wisdom as they consider their foundation. The perfect healing mantra. Make it clear. Make it healthy, make it helpful. This beautiful, beautiful February to March 2023, expanding my inner power. I am my most powerful when my creativity is given a voice. Third house, Gemini, self-expression, among other things. There's no one word for any of the 12 houses, right? There's always another way of looking at it. So the way that you work this out is by taking what's going on the inside on the outside, and that need not necessarily be verbal. Self-expression can be through interpretive dance. And I work out every morning, and it's usually dance and or yoga, right? I was trained. I know what to do. I don't have to go to a gym for that. But certainly what I do here every day, right? Expanding I am my most powerful when my creativity is given a voice, particularly if you're trying to create justice, right? Speaking out in a healthy way, but considering your foundation. Now look, if this is a romantic thing, then it feels like the injustice here, what you're waxing in this is your power. Right? It is that as you consider your foundations, how important is love to you in this situation, whether it involves another person or not? Because at a certain point, the common denominator in all of our relationships is us, right? Individually. Our soul contracts. And that's why I called to the Ascended Masters of Soul Contracts. Let's read this. Expanding inner power. It's our last card down. and can be tricky. I am my most powerful when my creativity is given it a voice. I'm also Mars conjunct Leo rising, so it's just how I look. When inner power expands, you are able to openly communicate your truths, aspirations, and ideas as a way of circulating the energy that pours in from the cosmos. So they always give me this image of those old-fashioned in the bathrooms, like restrooms, or the towels where you pulled the one down and it was like on a loop, right? It's like the more you kind of express this stuff, the more energy they pull through you. As energy gets circulated by the sharing of your ideas, the universe is given permission to pour more inspiration, passion, and joy into your energy field. This way, I mean, the amount of meditation and prayer I do before I get on camera, that's just to get it in alignment, right? For 3, 4, or 5 times a day, doing this work creatively. As your inner power expands, creativity becomes the life force of source energy surging through you to inspire the embodiment of your higher self. Didn't I say that before? About embodying the higher self? It's them. They just put the right cards in my hand and I'm funny. This wasn't that easy to get here. This mantra is ideal for resolving creative blocks, healing traumas as a result of injustice, maybe, and releasing blocks of stagnation. Well, considering your foundations, sometimes we need to be still for a little while. But I feel like in this 2-week period, just going to say, with both that Pisces and the Virgo squares and all of the other astrology stuff, could be a challenge for Gemini, but by the way for Sagittarius as well, because they're your opposite sign, so they're squaring it too. we'll get there. So I'm going to put it all together with what we call a blessimation, a combination of a blessing and a summation. And at that point, when we're done, the reading is over, if you want to hang around for that. But then after that, I have to release you all from my energy field and my cell tissue by letting any residual goofy shit fly out, because it's fun. Please take a nice deep breath. And I'm the boss of this company for almost 25 years. Still point. From the ridiculous to the sublime. Third chakra, I call upon the collective pantheons of the divine for the Gemini collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross watchers watching this video and receiving this reading. May they be blessed with all that they need this new moon in Pisces to full moon in Virgo to expand their inner power, because they are their most powerful when their creativity is given a voice. And that doesn't mean it's necessarily public or necessarily a product. Their creative process to take the inner to the outer might very well help them reconcile and consider their foundations about how committed they are to love in any given situation, but calling upon Metatron for the ancient wisdom, the deeper magic. Aslan, right? Oh, totally Aslan vibe going on there with Metatron right now, right? That strong, powerful, ultimate kind of truth, ancient wisdom here, in some sort of passionate love situation with precious memories and precious moments that are still there even if there were hard times, and hence their heart's desire to move on, to reconcile, to whatever they're waxing this new to full. May they be blessed with all that they need in their element of fire to manifest the justice they require. By the power of 3 times 3, Ma'at, deliver justice to thee, for the well-being of all, and with harm to none, as we will it, so let it be done, so would it be. So it is. I could have said Metatron too, but it would have thrown off the meter, and I'm a Virgo, and why would I do that? It's actually a pretty good read, right? Because love is your answer. You knew that all along. So, oh yeah, I just wrote that right now. Isn't that amazing? Love is the answer. But look, you know, expanding your inner power is what this is about. So it's a cool read. If you liked it, if it made sense, hit the thumbs up. Help other Geminis find it. That's all the thumbs up does. That's all the like button does for me. It just helps other people find the read, and blessed be, right? And if you want more of me here on YouTube, if you're a first timer, believe me, I'm a lot of fun. Go look at some of my back catalog. You'll see what I mean. And if you want the deeper dive, more ancient wisdom, please. I'm an eclectic witch. I've studied a lot of stuff. Come Patreon on Patreon. Oh, please. Everything from angels to Zen, sweetheart. I have dipped a toe or gone in deeper for mastery. Seekers, humans, heroes, angels, witches, immortals, gods, mystics, gods, goddesses. I love them all. And we're building something lovely on there. And it seems like we're just keep getting bigger, and it thrills me. So if you wanna, go click the link, see what the Mal's cooking over on Patreon as the Archangel of Lyons, Markangelo of Lyons, that you can just call Mal. And if you want to book me for a private read, there is a link in the description box. Can you believe it? To a video called Booking a Reading with Mal. How'd that happen? I made it a couple of years ago. I'm going to remake it this year. Explains everything you need to know. Oh, the information's fine. It's just I want to change the production quality and do something nicer. Why? Because I'm at my most creative. I'm at my most powerful. My creativity is given a voice, and I work for myself. I'm the president. I'm the boss. So, yeah, I love my work. And I thank you so much for watching. And do reach out if you need help, because considering your foundation, sometimes it's nice to have someone other than an archangel that you can actually talk to. So wishing you the very best and the very blessed of this beautiful new to full February into March 2023. My beloved gems, stay outrageous. Truly, truly, truly outrageous. Heal, hail, farewell, and blessed, blessed be.